Yeah, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you keeping? You okay?
Good,
All
good.
good, all good, man.
We'll start then. Today we'll go through our assignment discussion. As you know me, those are listening. My name is Anjum Sathar. Please, if you have any question, drop me email anjum@ukversity.co.uk. And today lesson key focus will be our assignment discussion, and you can access the assignment brief which is given on our Moodle page. Yes, please, we'll go through assignment brief first, and then we look, what we're supposed to do. Can you see? Okay, so here is our Moodle page. So welcome. How's weather your end? Of course, still is the hot. Huh? Today, luckily, we have here is a nice sunny weather around 20 temperature. It's quite good. Okay, let's will start and Ali. So we have here given assignment brief.
Okay.
We have all the required resources available here. So please, those we can use it. And then you will see all the previous lesson recording. So let's please start. So first, we look the assignment brief. So we've been given assignment brief here. Okay, so this assignment brief, we can look around. If you give me 1 minute, I can check one thing in a few resource for you. So then we start. So just 1 second, I just want to check one thing. 1 minute. Okay, just 1 second. I'm sharing with you the document. Okay, we'll start. Okay, so we will further update, the assignment brief on our Moodle page as well. Please, you can follow the Moodle page. During our previous lessons, we learned about the learning outcome one, our lesson one, where we discuss about financial data and financial strategy. We discuss about risk. We had a discussion about, financial risk, financial and non-financial data. Second lesson, we discuss about strategic decision making. We went through comparative analysis of financial data, financial ratios we discussed. And lesson 3, we discuss about proposal of capital expenditures. We discussed about revenue expenditure. Then we went through the investment appraisal. Okay, so that's we learned. That's the indicative content. So in our assignment, can be our assignment these key concepts within our assignment according to the scenario that we need to contextualize. So we've been given these are all the learning outcomes, 3 learning outcomes, and that's which we need to address in our assignment brief. So we'll go through assignment brief now. Okay, hope you can see now. So this is our assignment brief. Can you see?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we've been given, the little scenario. You're a business person, own and manages several retail store and sell, all range of the electronic goods. You've been given the local business of Chamber of Commerce, and you've been asked to chair the committee, and you've been asked to prepare some handouts, so you've been given all really the key information. So read the scenario. This is about the Samsung electronic company, Samsung. So you've been given the link, where we can access the financial statement of the company. And then we can discuss about, their current strategies and their future. So if we look here underneath of the task one, you've been given AC, which is assessment criteria 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So what we can do, you can open the lesson, which is lesson 1 and lesson 3, 3.1. So that will address our learning outcome 1 and learning outcome 3 assessment criteria, and that's the way we can structure that. So I'm preparing one template for you, which I'll send you at the end. So that's quite good to follow, and I'll go through with you the key points. Okay. So when we structure our assignment, I'll share with you in a minute, and we'll go through. So that's we have a task 1, which is consist of lesson 1 and lesson 3, which is 3.1 on. Then we have a task 2. A meeting has been arranged with the key, the boss, and other, the member of committee, which is you chair for it, and you need to be look around and you have to prepare the financial ratios. It's all about the financial ratios, interpretation of the financial ratios of the company, which we have the link we've been given, which is Samsung Electronics. So if you're struggling to find, you can even go on the Yahoo Finance. You can find all the data and the statements. Okay, so you've been given here. So what we can do for the merit criteria, please, if you want, you need a really interpretation of the ratios. You can look around limitation of about the financial ratios. And then if you want to work toward the distension criteria, you can draw the recommendation and you can look around financial and non-financial elements with it. So this is based on 2.1, 2.2, 2.2, M1, M2, and 2D1, which is meaning our lesson 2. So you can open the lesson 2 slide and we can look around, the key point. Those are as given in the lesson 2 lecture slide. So it's good to follow, please, lesson 2 slide for this task, which is our task 2. And you want to work toward the merit distension criteria, which is good to be worked toward. And please, more compare and contrast and evaluate if you're doing so. You're meeting the criteria of merit and distinction. That's crucial, which we can. And I'll give you the handouts and I'll show you in a minute all the key points. Okay, so then we.
Can I ask one question here?
Sorry?
Yeah, can you go a little bit up? Okay, yes, down, yes. You have been asked, there was something about, yes, the first paragraph, a comparative analysis of financial statements using ratio analysis for Samsung Electronics Company. So comparative analysis means horizontal analysis for year-on-year basis, or comparing Samsung to its peers?
No, it's better to be you do the comparative analysis, 2 years facts and figures. And if you want to compare with other competitors, you can as well. Yes, or you want to compare with the industry. But at least 2 years figures, which is absolutely fine. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So comparative analysis is better to be 2 years. Huh? Okay, then that's we have. And now next your task is a really crucial task, which is task 3. You've been given the data here. we've been given the company is considering selling old machine that's the capital cost is 260,000 and replacing with the updated model of 220,000 for immediate purchase, and the company will receive 120 part exchange allowance. So part exchange mean you're giving old machine, you're getting the new machine. Yes, is it okay? Yes. So you're giving the machine of which is 260,000,
Right.
but you're getting for that machine 120. Yes. So new machine will cost you 220. So
This is
if you giving
this is after the discount or after the part exchange allowance?
so because you're giving old machine, you're updating. The old machine was 260,000. Yes.
Yeah.
You're giving away the new machine is 220, but old machine you using the part exchange, it means 120 you will cover through old machine and 100,000 paying from. Yes.
Okay.
So, but the new machine can meet the expected the company demand and estimate. So year one, we have a demand 90, 50 and 30,000 units will produce and sell. Okay, so you've been given here, predicted the demand will be 0 to the technological development. So we can look around here, the old machine, the cost per material was 180, 0.75 direct labor, 0.45 is variable overhead, and 0.3 is the depreciation of old machine per unit. Okay, you got me? So what we can do?
So if you are saying per unit, this means all for this exercise, we are considering all of these as variable costs.
Yes, these are variable costs. What we doing? We can look around how many we can multiply with the demand 90,000 times by 1.8, 90,000 times by 0.75, 90,000 times by 4.5, 90,000 times by 0.35. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's we.
Or since it's a variable cost, we can sum them up also, right?
Sorry.
Since it's a variable cost, we can sum them up also.
Yes, because the variable these are, but the depreciation is the problem. Depreciation is a non-cash expense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't need to really consider the depreciation as expense. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
but if I
the depreciation, when you're looking the cash inflow and outflow.
yeah, inflow outflow I understand, but as an expense I should consider it. But it's not it's a non-cash expense.
But yes, it's not a cash expense because for investment appraisal, if you're doing, then you don't consider depreciation. Okay.
Okay, that's very important for us now because we'll notice.
Then you have been given the selling price, so you can say 60,000 times by 90,000 product. Yes, sorry, 5 times 90,000 because times by the sale demand. Yes, can you see 90,000, 1,000 and 30, which is demand. So it means that's your inflow. Remaining will be constant next 3 years. Yes. So next 3 years the price will stay the same. The company expected the cost of the material of direct labor will increase by 5%. So 5% of the material in year one will cost you this, but year two you can time by 1.05% will be higher. You got me? So you are in a thing in a year two, year three.
Yeah, so there's increments we have to do.
And predict the repair and the maintenance cost of the current machine will be per annum is 7,000. So you can do 7,000 as expense. Okay. That's your outflow of the cash of old machine, not on the new machine. Okay. Because we're looking the NPV of both machines. Huh?
Repair current machine will be, yeah, okay.
The current machine is expected to have a zero residual value after end of 3 years. Yes.
Yes.
And the company predicted the repair and maintenance cost of the machine will be. The company predicts the repair and the maintenance cost of the new machine will be. So new machine will be 1,000. Okay. Which is mean this machine. So you can say old machine and new machine. Yes.
Yeah.
And we can. And the new machine expected to have 75,000 residual value. So in the last year, which is mean year 3, you can add it 75,000 as well. Okay. What is 75,000? So you can add it 75,000 as the cash inflow in the last year, which is mean year 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So which we'll set in a minute. The company cost of capital, which is mean 15%. So our discount factor 1 divided by 1 plus R will be 15%. Huh? Okay. So exactly present value, which we can look around the table and we can find, or we can use the formula in a minute. And then you've been given, prepare the reports. Yes. Which machine you prefer to go ahead. That's, which we need to look around. I'll go through with you in a minute and we can solve these problems. Any question?
No, I mean, this is the same thing that we did in bits and pieces at the start, where we did the budgeting and
all figures different really.
yeah,
Yeah.
Budgeting, and we had the useful life, and we have other things. So this is all coming together here.
Yeah, that's all. Okay. So what we can do here, so we've been given, that's your assignment discussion. We have task 1, as we mentioned. Yes, so we've been given the Samsung, so we can use the latest reports if you can. Yes. Otherwise, you carry on using the same reports. Yes, because you've been given 2018-19, but we can do the Samsung. We can give the financial statement. We can assess their what's happened within that. I included the link for you to read, yeah, about the financial statements. And then if we look for all the required resources, and then you have, task 3, the key information as we discussed, and the unit we are expecting. This is the NPV table, yes, 15%. Year 1, year 2, year 3. We have 3 years useful life, so we'll do up to 3 years, and we'll do investment appraisal for this. So that's the key which we need to look around. We have to do. So what we can do now, how we can structure the assignment. So state we can go back to I created a little template for you. So you can write about these, and I'll share with you the book I already shared with you, I think so, during our last lesson. If not, I can re-share with you. Okay. So first thing, please, you have a cover page. Yes.
Okay.
So that's, you can write the unit title, finance managers. And then please, direct. So, okay, so we have really the key is finance for strategic managers submitted by assignment on this. That's all, the key. Yeah? Of course, ATHE level 7, if you want to write, you can as well. That's your cover page. Then you've been given, first thing is introduction. We can write little bit introduction about financial management is play the key role in success of any organization. We're living in a financial world where we have a limited resource, unlimited wants are the constraint about the resources, and the competition being increased. So the financial management or financial planning is the play the key role. In this assignment, we're going to discuss about the different strategies companies can use and investment appraisal. On the basis of this, we can decide, which project is best for investment purposes as well. Yeah? So that you can give little bit, some background introduction about the important. Then you have a task one. We said task one. We'll give a heading task one. Then you've been given these are the bullet points. Yes. That's we can write about. So that's you have current strategies we can read about, we can look around, argue about. Analysis of risk, we can look around the risk, what is meant by risk. We had a discussion about financial risk. We had we mentioned Tara-Sara approach, which is risk management approach. Yes, if you do mergers, acquisition risk can reduce. Sources of finance, reputation risk, these are all the risks, which I'll go through. I'll take you back to our lesson as well, and I'll show you the slide. Then please, in your task 2 is about financial ratios, limitation about financial ratios, and we can calculate the fund. Or you can find the calculated ratios. Okay. So if I'll take you back to our lesson, and I'll take you back to our. Okay. So just give me a minute. I'll show you. And then I'll show you how you can find the stuff, from. Okay, so what we can do, can you see? Hello, can you see the Moodle page?
We can see the, yes, now we can see it.
Okay. So please, if you look this, we had lesson 1. We had, so you will see all the required resources. You have investment appraisal examples, you have activity sheet for the SECA, then recent, delivery. We have lesson 1. Okay, so we had a discussion in, so we had discussion about what is management and financial accounting, what is the strategy, can you see? Yeah, the definition about strategies you can write, and then we had a discussion about strategy. It's been different than your competitors, strategic planning, purpose. These are all, yes, different companies have different strategies. So we can look around, and financial data important for Samsung. So data information, why important, and recording accounting mean recording the transactions systematically. And we had a discussion, so we can look around the financial statement, provide the financial information, and the company make the strategy for future. So that's, you will see there, you've been given 1.2. So you here is a given the Morrison, but we can link to Samsung. So that's, we had a discussion. Then 1.3 is the risk. So we can look around the risk management, types of risk, capital. So generic we can, and creative accounting, if we don't follow it, it can be create huge risk. So what we can do now, go on the Yahoo Finance, let's say okay, and we'll try to locate the Samsung you want, the company, or you can just Google it and download the report of Samsung. You've been given the link as well. That will take you. But we can find it later, so that's no harm, because you've been given them. So if I'll say, we'll see. If we can't find it, some companies we can easily find it, but some. So now you will see there. Can you see here? Hello. Can you see the data?
Yes, it's visible. It's visible.
Okay, so great. So that can be used. So if you look the financial highlights here, so you've been given the income statement of 2 years, okay, and it show the profit, gross profit, and all. You can argue in terms of the performance. If you look the balance sheet, you can see the company assets, liability, what's happened, and if you look the analysis, if you want to, or you can look around the cash flow here as well. Under financials, you can look around the cash position of the company. Under operating, investing, and financing activity, normally 3 activities under. Or if you don't want to do this way, you can look around, say, simple annual report. Yes, so you will see annual reports of Samsung 2023, and if you say next to that, yes, you can find the financial business reports. Yes, you will see the discussion about risk and uncertainty. You can find it financial statement to look around. Yeah, so you will see there all you have reports. So you can find full year. Yeah, can you see there?
Yes.
So that can be argued. You've been a detail highlighted the risk. Yes. So if you control F, if you say strategy, they did that separate report. Yes. So you will see there they have included the risk there. So in that report you can find some risk. Yes. Some reason not properly financial risk. Yes. Focus to minimize the market risk and risk of liquidity and all. What they're doing toward the manage the risk. Yeah. So if I'll look back to, I'll take you back to, there is a report called business reports. Yes. Of Samsung. This is also been very well highlighted.
Yeah, it contains more risks, definition of more risks in here, than.
Yeah. So because we looking more about business strategies and risk. So the strategy is about expansion, strategies about diversify, strategies about launching new. So this is, so you will see there overall business views. Yes. So you've been given all of analysis there, a detailed views as well. So we can pick some points from there. Not clearly highlighted, but you've been given here some points here. Environmental regulation, that we have a risk, what the company is doing towards what strategy they have to minimize. So a lot of discussion you can find from independent reports, or if you sometimes it's good to be look around full annual reports.
I think in that one, the one that was showing us business report, if you go to page 34.
Sorry, which one?
Same business report, if you go to page 34. So.
Okay, page 34. Yes.
Yes.
So that's indicates because
No, not in the
Yeah.
auditor report, in the business report.
sorry, business report.
Yes, yes.
Sorry. Okay, so we yes, so which is fine. So we can look around the business report, and because these are all the three reports useful for your assignment. Either you do task one,
Page 34.
so we can look around further down. Yes, so you will see the major risk. Yes, and the strategies for yes.
Yeah. So we can,
So
like you're saying, we can pick some things up from here,
yeah. So basically, your discussion, you can explain what is the strategy. You can link to the Samsung. You can give the little bit history of Samsung if you want for task one. Yeah.
Yes.
Their future is absolutely fine. Okay. So please, that's we can look around, and the ratios you can find even already calculated ratios, but you can argue on this. Yeah. So first you can evaluation the sources of financial data. Data is you getting from different source, which is the management reports. We have internal, external reports, and the company is making the business strategy for futures. You can argue on their strategy is effective because they're reducing. And if you look the sales figures of this year, that year, you can argue their strategy is effective. And then you can discuss about risk, what is meant by risk. If you type the risk management and Kaplan, you can find, as we discussed in the previous lesson, you can find a lot of stuff on risk and risk management or risk metrics. Yeah? That can be you. So please, that can be, if we've been given in our lessons as well. So you can even follow the stuff from our lesson or the book I gave you, which is absolutely fine. So you do lecture 1 slides plus your lecture 3 first point, assessment criteria 3.1. So that's your address, and just linking to the Samsung, some fact centric, which is absolutely fine. Any question there? We okay in terms of reference?
Yeah, I'm okay. I think Ali left.
Ali, okay? Reference?
Ali is not available, I think.
Okay, no worries. If we need to, we can. Okay, so we can look around then task 2. Of course, we can discuss about financial ratios, why is important, types of ratios, and you can add some ratios of 2 years figures and you can compare. Yes? Or if you want to compare with the Apple, their growth rate, which you can as well. But if you want generic 2 years figures of Samsung, which is absolutely fine, so you can do things. So that's is quite good. So these key points you can focus for task 2. So let's look, we have one more task, which is the task 3. And then we can, which is task 3 yours, is based on the data you've been given. So task 3 yours, the data we have, task 3. So you copy the data task 3. And then we can go to calculate. I'll structure for you. Of course, I'm not calculating myself. You can, but you can look around, the data you've been given. Can you see all?
I can see this page, yeah.
I can snip it. So you can add it, in your assignment. And then underneath you can calculate.
I can only see this word page. Using Excel?
Yes, I'm sharing with you now. Can you see now? Can you see the assignment?
No, you are in the Word file, right?
Oh, yes, you can see Word file now.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, no problem. So what you can do is your task 3 here.
Yeah.
So later on you can remove the data, but of course you can prepare your answers from this. So you can say 2 machines you have, yes. So
Yeah.
so you have machine A, machine B. So you can prepare 2 columns, yes.
Yeah.
So you can write down old machine, yes. And you can write new machine, yes. And then of course you can write down years. Okay, so you can write down about sales. So what is we have? So you can write down material and minus at the end you can find it your, and then you can use the discount factors.
Like,
So
like,
you,
like I remember once you were showing us this lesson where you were teaching us. So there was a summary cash flow at the top, and then the tables were defined in different pages with more expanded information, right?
yes, you can. So if we look here, you've been given the cost, you've been given the new machine cost, yes.
Yeah.
So we can, so you've been given the current, you can multiply yes with the demands, yes. And if you look underneath, you've been given the discount table as well here. Uh, did I copy for you? Yes. So these are the prices. You know that this you times by according to the demands. Yes. So like here, you have tier 1, tier 2, yes, tier 3. Can you see? Yes. So
Yeah.
you multiplying 90,000, yes, 50,000 by 5 and all. So that's the way you can calculate. And then when you have all the figures of costing, the cash flows, then you can simply say, again, you can prepare here, here, and you can write down old machine. And then you can do PV. PV is a present value, yes. If you don't want a PV, you just do the ARR. You know, we discussed payback period.
Yeah.
You can say how long will it take you to be covered the cash payback period. You can do the advantage, disadvantage of payback. So you can do payback period of both machine. You can do ARR, average rate of return, and you can do NPV. Okay? These are enough, you know. And then you can suggest new machine is a better or old machine is a better, based on which one is the best for you for the business. Yes, that's conclusion recommendation. So you can write down what is the investment appraisal, what is meant by investment appraisal, capital expenditures, buying new assets, yes, and then you can calculate, you can explain advantages, disadvantages, and if you just do the generic without the facts and figure, then it's mean you're not hitting the merit criteria. If you do the calculation, you're hitting. So all you've been given in our assignment, you know, which is the template, which is lesson 3. We calculated these. You can pick the example. Only the things is the different. Your figure is different, according to the data. Any question, please?
No, for me, alhamdulillah, because this I do financial
Yes.
modeling, so I hope this will be good for me, inshallah.
Okay, great. So if any question in between, so you can drop me email, let me know. I can go through things with you. On investment appraisal, you have a lot of discussion on Kaplan, ACCA website, say investment appraisal, ACCA article you can find and reference it, where the concept came from, and then actually you're applying the concept to. And then at the end, you can conclude overall performance of Samsung, the financial ratios and all, and reference, if anything, if you want to snippet their annual reports to demonstrate they perform well, you can snip it and then throw it into your assignment. Underneath, you can explain during 2020, 22, whatever years, the profit is went up, sales is went down. Yes, this is indicate the company performance. So that's the way you can do structure it. Please try to, if you can, within 2 weeks time. Yeah. So send us. You can submit on learnerwork at ukversity.co.uk. Or you can send me anjam@ukversity.co.uk feedback if you want before submission, and I can give you feedback and then you can submit it. So that's the way you can. And thanks for attending and have a lovely weekend. If no question.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So this is our last lesson, right? So yeah.
For this unit is the last lesson, and we'll plan new unit here. I'm not sure who will deliver, but they will send you the email admin. Huh?
Great. Great. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to be with you in this class, and really appreciate all the effort you put in for us.
Thank you. Thanks for your kind words. So please, if you have any question, you have my number and you have my email. You can drop me email or drop us email. Huh?
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.